All right, so can a function have more than one horizontal asymptote? Well, the answer is yes, but rational functions only have one, right? So it's always going to approach the same one. So what this means is that it's going to have to be irrational. So this means that I might have to have something like the square root of x squared plus 4 or something to make this happen. So that's what we're going to look at here now. So remember, the square root of x squared, when we did this, we ended up with the absolute value of x. So what that means is that on the left side and the right side, when x would be, potentially negative or make the absolute value negative, we end up with something completely different. So the idea that we have the square root over an x squared in these problems means that the left side is going to be different than the right side. So let's look at the right side first. So what we're going to write is that the square root of x squared is equal to x in this scenario. Okay, so all I'm going to say is that x is equal to the square root of x squared. So what I want to do is I want to divide each piece by x at this point. So I'm going to do 3x minus 2 divided by x. All of this is going to be over the square root of 2x squared plus 1 divided by the square root of x squared. And so what's nice is I can combine that and write that on the inside there. So what I end up getting here is 3 minus 2 over x on the top. And then I've got the square root of 2 plus 1 over x squared. So if it approaches infinity here, well, I know that these pieces are going to equal to 0. This piece and that piece. So I end up with 3 over the square root of 2, which we don't like. So it's going to be 3 square root of 2 over 2. And that's positive there. So that's what it's going to be for this one right here. For that right side of the equation. Well, now if I look at it for the left side, I have to remember that it can be negative here. So instead of doing x is equal to the square root of x squared, I'm going to say x is equal to the negative square root of x squared in this scenario. So everything's pretty much going to be the same. The only difference that we're going to have is that it's 3 over the negative square root of 2. So when I go ahead and do this, I'm going to end up being at negative 3 square root of 2 over 2. And so that's going to end up being a horizontal asymptote to the right side. So if you were to go ahead and graph this, you would notice that these both are going to be horizontal asymptotes. And as x approaches infinity, we're going to use the green one. And as it approaches negative infinity, we're going to use the red one.